Imagine stepping into a world of gangsters, outlaws, and ruthless crime lords, where the law of the land is written by those with the most power, and justice is a rare commodity. This is the world Tintin finds himself in as he travels to the United States in Tintin in America, one of his most thrilling adventures yet. Published in 1932, Tintin in America is the third book in Hergé's iconic series, and it's here that our beloved young reporter takes on the criminal underworld of Chicago. This adventure is a significant departure from Tintin's previous journeys, as he navigates the dangerous streets of America during the height of the Prohibition era. With its fast-paced action and sharp social commentary, Tintin in America captures the essence of 1930s America, showcasing Hergé's ability to blend humor, satire, and suspense. In Tintin in America, Tintin arrives in Chicago, where he quickly finds himself targeted by mobsters led by the infamous Al Capone. As he unravels a web of corruption that stretches across the city, Tintin's mission becomes clear: to bring down the powerful gangsters who rule the streets. From escaping deadly traps to infiltrating criminal organizations, Tintin's journey is filled with danger at every turn. Despite the odds, his determination and resourcefulness lead him to expose the criminals and restore order to the city. This adventure not only highlights Tintin's bravery, but also marks a pivotal moment in his career as a reporter and hero. Tintin in America begins with Tintin arriving in Chicago, where he's immediately thrust into the dangerous world of organized crime. The city is under the grip of notorious gangsters, most notably Al Capone. Right from the start, Tintin is a target. Capone's men are aware of his reputation and are determined to eliminate him before he can interfere with their operations.
I don't like this. I hear this Tintin can be a real troublemaker. If he does this expose, it could be bad for business. Catch my drift?
Tintin's first encounter with danger comes almost immediately as he's kidnapped by Capone's thugs. They attempt to dispose of him by tying him up and dumping him in Lake Michigan, but Tintin's quick thinking and resourcefulness allow him to escape. This sets the tone for the rest of the adventure, where Tintin is constantly on the run, evading traps and outsmarting criminals. As Tintin continues his investigation, he uncovers the extent of the criminal empire in Chicago. He discovers that the corruption runs deep, with gangsters controlling everything from the police to politicians. Tintin's determination to bring justice to the city leads him to confront Bobby Smiles, another powerful gangster who runs a rival gang. Tintin infiltrates Smiles' organization, using his wits to gather information and expose the gang's illegal activities. The adventure then takes Tintin to the American Midwest, where he encounters a different set of challenges. Here, he's pursued by gangsters into the wilderness, where he faces not only human threats, but also the harsh elements of nature. Tintin's journey through the Midwest showcases his adaptability and courage, as he navigates dangerous terrain and evades capture. In a particularly memorable sequence, Tintin finds himself in the Wild West, where he's captured by a tribe of Native Americans. This part of the story is notable for Hergé's depiction of American stereotypes, reflecting the European view of the time. Despite the initial hostility, Tintin manages to win the trust of the tribe by exposing the deceit of a corrupt oil company trying to steal their land. This act of bravery underscores Tintin's sense of justice and his willingness to stand up for the oppressed, no matter where he is. After his adventures in the Midwest and the Wild West, Tintin returns to Chicago, more determined than ever to take down the criminal syndicate. He cleverly orchestrates a plan that leads to the capture of several key gang members. Tintin's final confrontation with the criminals is both tense and thrilling, as he uses all the knowledge and skills he's gained throughout his journey to bring the gangsters to justice. The story concludes with Tintin being celebrated as a hero by the citizens of Chicago. His relentless pursuit of justice has finally paid off, and the city is freed from the clutches of organized crime. However, Tintin's work is never truly done. As he leaves America, he knows that there are always more adventures waiting for him and more wrongs to be righted. Tintin in America is a pivotal story in the series, marking a shift towards more complex and socially aware narratives. It's a tale of bravery, resourcefulness, and the fight for justice in the face of overwhelming odds. This adventure not only solidified Tintin's reputation as a formidable hero, but also showcased Hergé's growing skill as a storyteller, blending action, humor, and social commentary into a compelling narrative that continues to resonate with readers today. Tintin in America holds a unique and distinguished place in the world of comic books as the highest-selling Tintin title of all time. Since its initial publication in 1932, this third installment in Hergé's beloved series has captivated readers across generations and around the globe, securing its position as the clear winner ahead of other popular titles like Tintin in the Congo and Explorers on the Moon, which rank second and third respectively. The immense success of Tintin in America can be attributed to several factors. First and foremost, the story itself offers a thrilling and fast-paced adventure that is both engaging and entertaining. Set against the backdrop of 1930s America, the narrative follows Tintin as he battles gangsters in Chicago, navigates the treacherous terrain of the American Midwest, and even encounters Native American tribes in the Wild West. This mix of action, humor, and social commentary struck a chord with readers, making it one of the most memorable stories in the Tintin canon. Another key factor in the book's success is its broad appeal. Tintin in America was one of the first Tintin adventures to be widely translated and distributed internationally, allowing it to reach a vast audience beyond its European origins. The universal themes of justice, bravery, and the fight against corruption resonated with readers from diverse cultures, contributing to its widespread popularity. Additionally, the book's depiction of America, with its gangsters, skyscrapers, and untamed wilderness, offered a fascinating glimpse into a world that many European readers were eager to explore through Tintin's eyes. The book's historical significance also plays a role in its enduring popularity. As one of the earlier Tintin stories, Tintin in America marks a critical point in the development of Hergé's storytelling style. It showcases his growing confidence as an author, blending intricate plots with detailed illustrations and sharp social satire. The success of this book paved the way for subsequent Tintin adventures, helping to establish the series as a cornerstone of the comic book genre. Moreover, Tintin in America continues to attract new readers today, thanks to its timeless appeal and cultural relevance. The story's exploration of organized crime, the American dream, and the impact of industrialization remain pertinent topics, making it a compelling read for modern audiences. Its status as a classic ensures that it is often one of the first Tintin titles introduced to new readers, further cementing its position as the highest-selling Tintin book of all time. In comparison, Tintin in the Congo, despite being the second highest seller, has faced controversy over its portrayal of colonialism and African people, which has somewhat limited its appeal in contemporary times. On the other hand, Explorers on the Moon has captivated readers with its thrilling depiction of space exploration, yet it still falls short of the commercial success achieved by Tintin in America. Tintin in America remains an unparalleled success in the Tintin series. Its gripping narrative, historical importance, and universal themes have helped it outshine other titles in the series, making it the highest-selling Tintin book of all time. Whether you're a longtime fan or a newcomer to Tintin's adventures, Tintin in America is a must-read that continues to delight and inspire readers around the world. One of the standout features of Tintin in America is the way it introduces us to a vibrant array of characters, each contributing to the story's dynamic atmosphere. Of course, at the center of it all is Tintin, the ever-resourceful and courageous reporter. In this adventure, Tintin's sharp instincts and unyielding sense of justice are put to the test as he faces the dangerous world of American gangsters. The story also features real-life figures like Al Capone, who plays the role of the primary antagonist in the early parts of the narrative. This marks one of the few instances where Hergé directly references a historical figure in the Tintin series. Alongside Capone, we meet Bobby Smiles, a rival gang leader whose cunning schemes challenge Tintin at every turn. These characters embody the lawlessness and corruption that Tintin must overcome in his quest for justice. Tintin in America is rich with themes that reflect both the time in which it was written and the broader social issues of the era. One of the central themes is the struggle between good and evil, embodied in Tintin's battle against the gangsters who control Chicago. The story highlights the pervasive corruption in American society during the Prohibition era, where organized crime thrived and the line between law enforcement and criminality was often blurred. Another significant theme is the clash of cultures, particularly evident in Tintin's interactions with Native American tribes in the Midwest. Herge's portrayal of these encounters reflects the European perspective of the time, with a mix of both stereotypical and sympathetic elements. This aspect of the story also serves as a commentary on the exploitation and displacement of indigenous peoples during America's expansion. The historical context of Tintin in America is crucial to understanding its narrative. Set during the early 1930s, the story is deeply influenced by the realities of the Great Depression and the rise of organized crime in the United States. The depiction of Chicago as a city ruled by gangsters is a reflection of the real-world struggles of the time, where figures like Al Capone became infamous. Herge's decision to send Tintin to America also mirrors the growing fascination with the United States and Europe. America, with its rapid industrialization, cultural diversity, and social challenges, provided a rich backdrop for Tintin's adventures. This setting allowed Herge to explore themes of modernization, cultural exchange, and the consequences of unchecked power. In summary, Tintin in America stands out not only for its thrilling narrative, but also for its exploration of complex social themes and historical contexts. The story is a turning point in the Tintin series, where Herge begins to delve deeper into the moral and ethical dilemmas faced by his characters. Tintin's journey through America is a battle against corruption and injustice, but it's also a reflection on the broader issues of cultural conflict and social change. As we close this exploration of Tintin in America, it's clear why this adventure has become the highest-selling Tintin title of all time. Its compelling characters, rich themes, and historical significance continue to resonate with readers today. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the world of Tintin, this story is a must-read that showcases the very best of Herge's storytelling. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Tintin in America. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations of Tintin's adventures. And as always, let us know which story you'd like us to explain next.